a sport in which one plays a ball with a club from the teeing grounds into the hole by a stroke or successive strokes in accordance with the rules. Invented in Scotland in the 1400s, this sport has taken the world by storm. Courses are being built on every continent, barring Antarctica that is, as more and more people take up the game. But the wildlife didn't get the memo. Move away, dear! This is prime golfing land! It seems that the game isn't quite as popular with the resident animals as it is with the gentry. Golf and wildlife does appear to be a bad mix. It's war! And so we ask, in this time of growth, is it possible to appease both us and them?
Now more than ever, the war between wildlife and golf continues. At the expense of the wildlife, there are now 35,000 golf courses around the world, and 700 more in construction. With the reintroduction of golf to the Olympics after over 100 years, the crux of this conflict is coming. Here in Scotland, the home of golf also happens to be the home of the beleaguered, iconic Red Squirrel. This is one of many reds teetering on the brink of habitat loss, competition, and disease. Trapped on a golf course, it is at constant threat, while its population crashes around it. Pesticides on the course affect the whole ecosystem, and safe paths through treetops exist no longer, leaving an undesirable run across the fairway. Some seem to go on for miles. This one made it across safely, but dangers are lurking. Predators are just one of an ever-growing list of challenges for the Reds. New developments of courses are now tearing up the landscape and the wildlife within it. For those remaining Red Squirrels, life is going to be a struggle if trends continue. But it wasn't always this way, and there is hope things can return to how they were.
Ever since golf started, part of its value and tradition has been that it didn't do much with the land. It was very much the sort of natural land, and it was people playing in amongst the nature and the landscape. In more recent times, maybe 40, 50 years ago, started to see golf courses that sort of changed the landscape a lot more. There was a lot more engineering, a lot more sort of construction and development taking place. And I think for a lot of people, that looked like golf was working against the environment suddenly. Changing landscapes, shifting a lot of earth, coming with a bigger carbon footprint, and also sort of bulldozing its way through ecosystems, which golf courses have done.
Even some of our most valuable habitats are at risk. These mobile sand dunes are among the last remaining in Europe and are vital for wildlife. In 2006, Donald Trump clashed with two of the most prominent conservation groups in the UK. His aim was to build the best course in the world. It is yet to be seen who the course is best for. Despite this, there is a place where golfers are connected with nature. At Blairgowrie Golf Club, the staff look after the landscape and the wildlife within it. This satisfies both their needs and those of the members. And the wildlife thrives, living off the naturalised land, as well as being thankful for any help they may receive. Management of the land is crucial. Pesticide use is reduced, and where possible, nature is left to its own devices. Here, the two live every day in harmony. It turns out that when managed well, golf courses can actually be some of the most valuable spaces for our environment and beloved species. A huge variety of landscapes and habitat provide places for all kinds of animals. Perhaps to the disdain of the golfers, many areas that are perfect for the wildlife are a hindrance to them. All relationships have their compromises though. And sometimes, patience is required on both sides. But for the most part, it is smooth sailing. And those at Blairgowrie are not alone. At a crucial time, both in terms of golf and nature, many of the world's most prestigious courses are getting involved and looking to protect the landscape around them. The likes of St Andrews and Gleneagles are setting off a chain reaction around the world. Now, over 600 clubs are looking to utilise their land as environmental hotspots to save their beloved species.
Golf occupies, a reasonable amount of land and often in important places, and golf can do a lot. Some courses already do, they're teeming with wildlife, but there are others where there could probably be a bit more wildlife on the courses. Having a wildlife-rich, ecologically rich golf course can be really challenging and stimulating and interesting, a great place to come and play. You always have got to get the balance right between golf and nature, but once you get that right, then it's a win-win for golf and nature.
And there is hope, even for the Red Squirrels. For them, golf courses can be a haven. As well as feed and natural land, paths through different groups of trees are carefully managed so the Reds can travel anywhere in safety. With any luck, by promoting existing green spaces such as golf courses, there will be a future, even for our most threatened species.